I started in the end of August of 1981, and so it will be 30 years next August. It was really my first full-time job ever in my life, other than being a mother and a wife and a stay-at-home mom, and I loved the volunteer work and the school work and raising kids but probably the best thing about this job is there's not been one single day in 29 years. I'm gonna cry. Wow. I'm sorry, Billy.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
My goodness. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, there hasn't been a single day in 29 years that I haven't loved to come to work. It's just been a joy to come to work. The people that I've worked with, the getting to work and be a part of the city, and of what goes on in the city, whether it's with the chamber or economic development or the city of Decatur, the park district. It's just, the Convention of Visitors Bureau is just a part of everything that goes on in the city. And one of the things that we do that I've always smiled and said to anybody in any job that they have, people are always happy with what we do. We don't make people mad. We don't have to take things away from people or deny them something that they want. We generate money. There's money then that goes into the city's general revenue fund. We're not always just taking money from some other fund. And so I think we help develop the economy. I think we have a direct economic impact on what goes on in the city. Whether I think when you bring thousands of people into your community every year for conventions, meetings, sporting events and such, or just a visitor that's on vacation, they eat at our restaurants, and that helps keep the restaurants busy. So then maybe that's helped us generate more restaurant business and more restaurants, not only in the downtown area but all over the city and the county. Our attractions have grown. We have probably the best zoo and the best children's museum in the area. And, the zoo brings in over 100,000 people a year. The children's museum brings in over 50,000. And a lot of that comes from, of course, people just coming in and the reputation that they have, but a lot of it is from the sports people that come to town. If we have 2 or 3 youth softball tournaments, well, they don't play softball every minute of the day they're here, so they go to the zoo and children's museum and to the historical museum. They go, they shop, they go to a movie. Obviously they eat, they stay in the hotels, and that helps build the economy of the community. I think we help with the quality of life in that way. It helps with the quality of life of the people that live here. And when people come to visit, whether it's for a meeting or for fun or for a competition, they go home thinking that we have some of the friendliest people that they've ever encountered. And that makes us happy, and that's good for the community. I think it's important for them to have a general knowledge of tourism. They need to have general knowledge of how to work with people, because we have a staff of 4. We have about 35 part-time people that we use for assistance at sporting events and as registration assistants and such for conventions. They have to have a knowledge of how a budget works and how to budget the money that you have to spend. But probably one of the most important things that I think a person needs to have in this position is, you hear everybody say, oh, that person's a people person. Well, what is a people person? A a people to me, it's somebody that is level in their personality, that can get along with people. I think you have to get along with everyone in the community. You have to know who your representatives are. You need to know all of your elected officials. You need to get on, you need to be on a first name basis, friendly basis with elected officials, whether they're your city council people and the mayor, whether it's your state representatives and senators, whether it's your United States senator, your congressman, the county board. You need to know those people. You need to not be afraid to call a CEO or a manager of a company and say, hey, we're the Convention and Visitors Bureau. We could use your help, or can we help you with something? You need to be able to get along with people. And, this is a community that is a diverse community. You have to bring everybody in. What we have with the Historical Museum, the zoo, the Children's Museum, the antique stores, the art shops and galleries and all, that's just the icing on the cake. Where the real tourism money and the economic impact for the city is in sporting events, conventions, and meetings. And that's where we just have to focus on those areas, because that's what will continue to bring people in to spend the night and generate revenue for the city.